Hey everyone, D21 Beast here, back with another figure review for you, and today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends Series 4 Beast, released by Toy Biz in 2003, and let me tell you, this is a fantastic Beast figure. He has over 30 points of articulation, he's got some amazingly well sculpted hair and detail, and he really is he was an amazing figure when he came out then, and he is still an amazing figure by today's standards. So let's go ahead and take a look at the articulation to start off with here. This beast does feature an articulated neck here that allows him to bend his head down about that far and up about that far, so he's got a great range of motion there. And he can turn his head a full 360 degrees, which is great. He's got a ball-jointed shoulder here that's hindered a little bit by the sculpting on the shoulder, but it does rotate 360 degrees just fine. He does have a upper bicep swivel here that rotates 360 degrees, as well as a single-jointed elbow. Single-jointed, not double. He is a bigger figure here. And he's got a rotation at the forearm here that rotates 360 degrees, as well as a wrist pivot there, a wrist hinge that bends down about that far and up about that far. It is hindered a little bit by the sculpting there. And he's got some finger articulation. Bends here at the thumb, in and out about that far, and he's got an index finger there that'll bend in and out about that far. And the rest of his fingers here are kind of on a joined section there that bend in and out about that far. So a great range of motion in his hand there. He's got the same thing on the other arm. He doesn't have a diaphragm joint. This is still kind of before Toy Biz was really doing that. He does rotate a full 360 degrees here at the waist, and he's got a joint here at the hip that allows him to move his leg forward about that far and back about that far. And much similar to the DC Universe Classics line, he has this hinge that bends outward and inward. So instead of a ball joint, they kind of use that two-pointed hip joint there. And he's got a double-jointed knee. He has a boot rotation here, even though he's not really wearing boots. And he's got a hinge at his foot there that allows him to bend forward that far and bend back about that far. And he's got toe articulation. And really a treasure here for a figure this old, he's got some ankle articulation, which was not something that we saw that often on figures back in 2003. The sculpting on this Beast figure can really not be ignored. We need to take a closer look at this thing. I mean, take a look at those eyes, the eyebrows, the hair there, all the strands painted black and blue. The ear coming to that nice point there. He even has an articulated jaw where you can see the teeth are sculpted and the tongue. I don't know if that's coming through there on my camera. Everything looks fantastic on this guy. Sculpted hair on the chest, on the arms, on the legs, the tuft on the back and the shoulders. They really did not miss a beat when making this Beast figure, and it truly does make him an amazing figure. Okay, let's go ahead and do some comparisons here. I do have Series 4 Beast on the left here, and coming in on the right is actually the Marvel Legends X-Men box set Beast, which is the exact same figure mold, painted the exact same way, except this Beast had this dandy little lab coat here, which is honestly a great add-on accessory, which really kind of makes this, honestly, my favorite of the two Beasts, but the figure itself, Series 4 Beast, is still fantastic to have. And this Beast also originally featured a set of glasses. Now, it's at the bottom of one of my figure accessory tubs, and unfortunately I couldn't find it for this review. The glasses do kind of detract from the Beast a little bit. They're kind of big and bulky. They don't really look that elegant on the Beast, so he really does look better with just the lab coat here. And here we have Marvel Legends Series 4 Beast standing next to the 2006 release of the X-Men Last Stand Beast done by Hasbro when they first took over the Marvel license. Honestly, not as great a figure as the Beast we have here on the left, but if you're into the movie series, this is really your only option to get a Beast. And here we have Beast standing with other members of his 90s era Blue Team. Now, one other thing that's noteworthy about this Beast figure is what he came packed with back in 2003. Originally, he did have a display stand that was a piece of wall with a pipe coming off of it, and he was meant to kind of hang on it or stand on it, but that stand was honestly too flimsy for a figure that was this massive and this weighty. So I never kept the stand around very long. But what else this Beast came with that was pretty interesting was a reprint of X-Men #3 from 1991. Now, this book isn't as Beast-centric as the cover would have you believe. In fact, that's just a reprint cover image. The original book looked like this. But why this book was significant was that it was the final issue for writer Chris Claremont. Claremont had been writing the X-Men since 1976, and in 1991 he had a falling out with Marvel, and sadly left the book for some years. But Claremont's famous for the Dark Phoenix saga, which inspired X-Men The Last Stand. He's also famous for God Love Man Kills, which inspired X-Men 2, X-Men United. So, pretty significant writer to the X-Men, and it's nice to get this reprint of his final issue with Marvel up to that point. And great if you're able to find this figure new in box. I mean, this is a nice memento to have. Okay, toy fans, well that's my review of Marvel Legends Series 4 Beast. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please feel free to rate, share, and subscribe. Also hit me up on Twitter at D21Beast. I'd love to interact with you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.